This is a small clip from one of my main videos. If you like it, then please check out the original video. Okay, bye, love you. Now, another thing I didn't experience while it was around was Club Penguin Game Day, the only Wii game based on Club Penguin. Released in September of 2010, this is a game that I wasn't aware of until recently. And if you ask me, I wasn't missing much. Game Day is a complete departure from what the DS games were. We create ourselves a penguin again, and then instead of doing secret missions, we watch 4 differently colored teams frolic around for a bit, and are then asked to pick which one to join. After picking a color, we're tasked with going around to the different zones on the island and conquering all of them, which translates to win some minigames. Yeah, Club Penguin Game Day is a minigame collection. The object of the game is to play and win a bunch of minigames until your team has taken over the whole island. Each zone has you play 4 minigames against the other 3 teams, and there's also an additional goal you have to achieve during those 4 games in order to actually win the zone. Stuff like collecting a certain amount of coins within the games, or just coming in first place enough times. Even if you get first place in all 4 games, you won't conquer the zone unless you complete this side goal, so if you already know you're screwed and can't complete it by the end of the series, you literally have to quit and restart it from the beginning. That kinda sucks. After you complete the goal for the zone you're at, you'll have to win one final, usually very easy challenge to seal your victory and declare the zone yours. Stuff like throwing paint of your team's color at the zone sign while your opponent pathetically attempts to keep it their color. To 100% the game, you have to take over every zone on the island as every team. What the hell? Yeah, apparently we aren't just choosing our team color for the hell of it, we're actually expected to conquer the island as all of them. If you decide to join the yellow team and then beat the game, well, you've only beaten the game for that team. You've still got to do it all again 3 more times if you want to achieve full completion. Yeah, that's just not gonna happen. Getting through one team's worth of minigames is repetitive and exhausting enough. You couldn't pay me to dream about doing it again, let alone 3 more times. I guess now's the part where I actually discuss the minigames themselves, and they are quite a mixed bag. There are only 12 of them in this game, and you will be playing each one several times. There are different difficulty variants for each one, but they don't change the experience much. That being said, let's go down the list. Feed a puffle. Use the Wii remote pointer to aim and shoot your pistol at these puffles running around, and shake the controller to reload your ammo. The more puffles you shoot, the more points you get, and the amount of points awarded depends on the color of the puffle. This game feels like a total crapshoot. There's just too much going on, and half the time it feels like I'm not getting points when I should be. Being balanced. This one's pretty good. Each player goes back and forth balancing heavy bags to the other side of the map by tilting the Wii remote. Before each trip, you decide how many bags you want to carry, which is a bit of risk and reward. The player who moves the most total bags is the winner, so you may want to go big here, but that also makes it slower and harder to balance. And if you drop your bags, you have to run back and try again. I like it, this one's fun. Puffle paddle. Use your paddle to keep your team color's puffle from falling into the abyss. You can also smack around other people's puffles to throw them off, but bouncing your own puffle as many times as possible is key. This one's sorta hectic, but not overwhelmingly so. It's decent. Java jump. Continuously shake the Wii remote like a lunatic to jump forward in the sack, and you can also press 2 to take a big leap over tall obstacles. First to complete 2 laps is the winner, and apparently these things here are power-ups, but they take so much time to stop and activate that I just avoid them. And still, I end up lapping the shit out of these CPUs. This game's too easy. Rollin' Riot. Roll a snowball bigger than everyone else's and knock into others to make theirs smaller. You can also risk throwing your gigantic snowball at others to fuck them up. This is some straight up a guard.io type shit right here. I like this one, not bad. Goal. This might be my favorite game in here. Each team has a goal and it's all about just hitting pucks into them for the highest score. It's simple, but pretty fun. Dance off. This one sucks. You're supposed to copy the dance moves as they appear by moving the Wii remote appropriately, but it just doesn't work half the time. It feels like the game has no idea what I'm trying to do or how I'm timing it. This is torturous, and my most successful attempts come from just flailing my arms around randomly. Snowball battle. Throw snowballs at other players while also finding opportunities to restock when no one's around. This one's alright. Fast freeze. Run to the finish line, but don't let the ref catch you moving or you gotta start over. Ice makes you slide, and jamming A makes you stop harder. This one's frustrating. I don't know why, but I can never get it down, and if you get sent back to start once, it may as well be game over for you. Sled and slide. Sled down this tunnel while avoiding the obstacles and trying to hit speed boost and coins. Pretty cool. One of the only games in here that actually feel like action. Jackhammer. Trace the line. And finally, Sumo Smash. Knock opponents off this wobbly ass iceberg. Animal Jam is better than Club Penguin. And that's it. Those 12 minigames, as well as those little final challenge games you play when taking over a zone, which are as simple as they look, are all this game has to offer. Club Penguin Game Day is a collection of 12 minigames and some change. Of course, if you want to, you can play these with friends, which I'd imagine is a lot more fun than playing against the CPUs in the story mode, but come on. No one's busting out Club Penguin Game Day at a get-together. There is no reason to play this on the Wii when Mario Party 8 is right there. The minigames are nothing to write home about. Hell, some of them actively suck, and there are only 12 of them. The story mode is repetitive and boring, and even if you're a Club Penguin fan who can look past a mediocre experience because it tickles that interest of yours, this game doesn't have much for you in that department either. Sure, there are some little Club Penguin elements sprinkled throughout the games, but honestly, most of these just feel like games you'd see in any typical minigame collection. It's also not as cool to explore the Club Penguin Island here as it is in the DS games. It feels kinda soulless, like it's just sort of a snowy area rather than the iconic island. In the end, Club Penguin Game Day is mediocre and you probably shouldn't play it. Yeah.